Hey, it's Captain Roger. Let's go for a walk. We've walked into the Book of Judges, which is mostly a collection of narratives that covers several centuries of time in between Moses and Joshua and the time when Israel began to be led by kings. Now, once you start reading this book, it takes about 2 chapters for you to recognize that there's a definite cycle of behavior going on. God encourages the people to walk with him, but they go their own way. And because they've gone their own way, their enemies come to raid them, and sometimes even invade and subjugate them. Then God sends some kind of hero to lead them to freedom. And after that freedom is granted, then there's some kind of period of peace, during which the people continue to go their own way, leading to the next invasion. Now, a number of these little sections, or cycles, open with the words, "Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord." Now, at least that's the English equivalent to what's said. This book, like almost all of the Old Testament, is actually written in Hebrew. And ancient Hebrew, just like every other language, has words and phrases that do not translate well to English. The thing the Bible says about Israelites is actually one of those things. Rather than reading that, again, the Israelites did evil, it's entirely possible and seemingly more reasonable to read it to say the Israelites continued to do evil in the eyes of the Lord. Because, like I said yesterday, this book's mostly about how the people wandered away from God rather than walking with him. Which in the big picture shows us just how much God really cares for the people that he created. How strongly he felt about this family that he's built. I mean, he'd established this covenant, this contract, by which Israel was supposed to be his people, and he was going to be their God. But they broke the contract in 1,000 ways. Legally speaking, they walked away. And the consequences which were written into that contract would fall on them, just like it said. And at that point, God could have just walked away. He could have left them 1,000 times. But he reached out, trying to save them. Again and again, trying to bring them back. Othniel, Caleb's nephew, he was raised up by God to deliver Israel from the Aramites. Ehud, the left-handed assassin, he killed Ilgun, the fat king of Moab, and then escaped through the sewer system. And then Shamgar came, and he struck down 600 Philistines wielding an ox goad. And we're told that he saved Israel. But we're told that with this knowledge that he only could do so because of God. And yet the people continued to go their own way. So God kept trying. And we'll talk more about some of the judges he sent over the next few days, but as we come to each, ask yourself, shouldn't this have been enough? Shouldn't it have been enough for God to turn his back and just walk away from humanity? Well, yeah, it should have. But he didn't. He still loves us. He still cares. He wants us to walk with him. That should give us all a lift, shouldn't it? I better finish my walk. Grace and peace to you. I'll see you tomorrow.